Welcome, dear soul, to the short version of the Tale of the Ten Swords, told by the beautiful Smith-Waite Tarot in the Centennial Edition in a tin. Whenever you're in a sorry state, when you're completely devastated, when you don't know what to do anymore, or when you're really, really depressed, then the story of the Ten Swords may be the right impulse for you to regain courage and get back on your feet. May this story be an inspiration for your healing process, whether you are just at the beginning, in the middle, or already right before the finish line. So let's jump right in. The Tale of the Ten Swords. It all starts with the Ten of Swords. It starts at the moment you have hit rock bottom, when the dark clouds completely surround you and you don't have left any hope, and when surrender and resignation could be your middle names, and you don't know any longer what to do because it feels like the whole world has turned against you. Or maybe you became a victim of deceit and intrigue, or maybe you had to suffer a severe loss. And now, there you're lying on the ground, feeling stuck, like pinned like a note to the bulletin board, hanging there, unable to move. This is exactly the time when it's important that you mobilize all the forces that have even already left you. And one last time you move. You roll yourself to the side with the very last bit of your strength. You realize you have to pull the swords out of your bag, one by one, where they had been stepped into you. That's the moment you see the silver lining at the horizon, because there's always a glimmer of hope. No matter how dark the situation might be you find yourself in. So you grab the first of the 10 swords in your bag and pull it out. With just one sword less that burdened you with a painful wound, you are one step further in the healing process, to which you have already arrived the 9 of Swords energy. With the 9 of Swords you have at least the strength to sit up again. You are still full of sorrow and deep worries. Maybe you have nightmares and couldn't sleep at all, but at least with one less sword in your bag, you have the chance to sit up again, to force you to even be able to get up, so you can catch your breath again and find the strength to pull the 9th sword out. With the 2nd sword pulled from your bag, you are in the 8 of Swords energy. At least you can stand up straight now. You still feel like you can't make it, and you don't know what to do, and your mantra, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, is running in a loop in your head. Everything seems to be impossible to you, and as if you had to fight against windmills. But if you dare to take a close look and move, you will realize that it is only your thoughts that are holding you back. Yourself or your conditioning, or even both, are standing in your way. Precisely, it is this realization that gives you the strength to draw the 8th sword. You have managed to get into the 7 of Swords energy. Now you have the strength and courage to look at yourself and see by whom or what you was taken in. Now you can start analyzing why you got into this situation in the first place. Did you trust too much? Did you trust the wrong people? Have you been lied to, and have you been betrayed? Or perhaps did you want to believe in a lie? Did you want to talk yourself into things or situations so that you don't have to admit the disappointment? Have you tried to delude yourself with a false reality simply because you wanted to see everything being sugar-coated? This knowledge takes strength, but gives you the ability to reflect on your actions and to clearly analyze the situation you are in. This gives you the power to draw the 7th sword as well. Now only 6 swords weigh you down. Of course, less weight makes it easier to travel on your healing path. Now you have the strength to let go of the old. You have realized that now the time has come not to sacrifice yourself for others only, but to take care of yourself and stop keeping the parched land alive artificially. You're still beaten and battered, but with only 6 swords to ballast you, you manage to set out for new shores. Even if the destination of your journey may still be uncertain, you are on your way, and that gives you the drive now to move forward and draw the 6th sword. Suddenly, there are only 5 swords that hurt you acutely. Currently, only the half of the 10 swords weigh on you. That's why you can center the energy, and again, you can use it very reasonable and spot on where your effort and your commitment is really well spent. You have now learned never to waste your energy and strength on the wrong things again. You now have enough experience never to chase after anyone's attention again and to court and beg for appreciation and recognition. You now know if something is worth fighting for, or when a fight is futile and cannot be won. Most importantly, you learned that a war on a battlefield always means that there can only be losers for all sides. This wisdom gives you the energy to draw the 5th sword. Now you have arrived in your healing process at the 4th sword's energy. With this, you realize where your limits are. You have now learned to say no. You have learned when it is time and when it is necessary to withdraw and rest. You know exactly when you need to recharge your own energy, and you are doing it exactly now. Stagnation is not a synonym for death, and death is not a synonym for the end of something. It is the very reverse. Silence and stillness give you the strength to gather oneself and to pull the 4th sword out of your bag. Now, you're at the stage where only 3 swords left. You are still marked by scars, heartbreak, love sickness and sadness, but these wounds are now allowed to continue to heal within you. You have made your experience. You have learned and have now become a little wiser. You have developed yourself, and you can now use this experience to draw the 3rd sword. On your healing path, you have now arrived in the 2 of Swords energy. Perhaps the remaining self-doubts are still nagging at you. Perhaps you are still hesitating in order to make and implement a decision with all the consequences. But you know very well, with a little distance and a little time, you can listen to your intuition, reflect and plan the next step. Then you sort your thoughts and you make the decision. Now you grab the second sword to pull it out of your bag. The finish line on your path of healing becomes visible to you when you notice that only one sword is left. You have now left 9 swords behind you. You freed yourself from your burden. Now you perceive this last sword like a gift from heaven, like an ace up your sleeve, because it empowers you to go into yourself, to find your way and to know what you want and what you want to say, and when you want to say something and how to speak up for yourself. You have gained the capability to make the right decisions for you when needed. You now can take your life into your own hands. So you draw the last sword and change yourself into the architect of your own future. You have finally become the creator of your life and realize that every sword in your hand is an opportunity from the Spirit to be successful, to grow, to make decisions, to master challenges, and to shape your world according to your wishes. Now you have one sword in your hand, so what will the next adventure look like for you? Are you ready? I hope you liked this little tale and found in it any helpful inspiration for you. The best thing about the tale of the 10 swords is that no matter at which point you start your journey with that, it shows you the way to your goal. Also, this healing path of the 10 swords is different every time you use another tarot deck and tell the story. For this reason, I now invite you to tell the tale of the 10 swords by yourself, maybe with a deck of your own choice. Feel free to use the hashtag the tale of the 10 swords as a video reaction reference to this video, and I would be very happy, of course, if you link my video in your video description. Let's spread this tale to give new courage as to many people as possible and to inspire them to heal, to grow, and to change. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment about your healing experience with the tale of the 10 swords. Please tell me which deck you would like to see next. I wish you all the best and see you soon. Bye.